wir so eine was auch immer, Stray Bullet hätte finden oder wollen sollen, wäre, dass er sie selbst abgekriegt hat. Wenn die erste Kugel den Vater nicht getroffen hat, wer hat dann geschrien? Und warum? Wenn die Kugel durch die Aufzugstür ging und dann der Schrei kam, muss er jemanden getroffen haben. Ergo musste er die Kugel nicht suchen. So he didn't need to search for it. Why would the murderer have spent time to look for a stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it? Had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention for taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take the bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Well, for instance, what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer. The bullet hit the murderer? Yeah, just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murder, the murderer himself was shot, and he left with the second bullet still inside, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So what that would mean? The murderer came from outside, yes. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol, at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the man inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can't tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right, I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow! It must have been quite a shock for Von Kammer. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. was quite the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean...
It could only mean one thing.
He was the murderer in the DL6 incident.
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma! Oh man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Save it for a better time. No. Say it now. There's no time like the present. Your Honor. There is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
What?
Von Karma. Von Karma?
You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, sitting right there?
Bah!
You don't object?
I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident. Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Nick! Let's find out who this doctor is.
It's no use.
Edgeworth?
I know Von Karma. Perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably did not undergo surgery. I wouldn't leave a doctor as a witness.
Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself?
That's insane! No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself.
Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Ich konnte nicht schlafen, dachte ich versuch's nochmal im Stream. Oh, Shadow!
Immerhin gerade zum spannendsten Zeitpunkt.
Es ist fast 1 Uhr. Warum kannst du nicht schlafen? Aaron hat dich doch gute Nacht gegrüßt. We will show evidence. Can we show evidence? Yes, we can. Alright, Von Karma. I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is a metal detector. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then, I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
You don't mean... I do. There is a possibility that the bullet is still inside von Karma. Is that even possible? For all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. Ach, plötzlich, der Herr. Der perfekte...
I refuse.
You refuse? But refusing this means... You acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you.
Order! Order! Order!
Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector.
Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. I won't let you get away. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
Enough! I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean?
I don't know, but I have to give it a shot.
It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. von Karma?
You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6.
Und warum hast du sie denn drin gelassen?
But Mr. von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is you who must prove something here, Mr. Wright. Not I.
Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Wie denn bitte schön, wenn ich nicht mal diese bullet sehe? Can you prove that the bullet in von Karma's shoulder was from DL6?
Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence.
That's because you took it off the court record of the records room yesterday.
With no proof, you cannot convince me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. von Karma. I do have evidence.
What?
You were close, one day away from freedom. You see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would have dug your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. The DL6 bullet, taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart, still bears clear ballistic markings. Wenn es von derselben Pistole abgeschossen wird, müsste auch die Kugel in seiner Schulter dieselben Markings haben. Danke, Maya.
That's
a bullet?
Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. It was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory.